3D moments.
And we'll move on to the second DreamWorks picture that we're talking about today. Just came out this weekend in theaters, Megamind. All right, now Megamind is directed by Tom McGrath. And as I said before, it is produced by DreamWorks Studios, who also just put out How to Train Your Dragon this year, so they're kind of double dipping this year. Just coming right off my review from How to Train Your Dragon right onto this, I think DreamWorks is really stepping up to the plate finally and really competing with the Pixar people. Megamind, as you've seen in the preview, is about an evil genius from another planet who is trying to thwart the hero of Metro City, voiced by Brad Pitt, named Metro Man. Now, Megamind is voiced by Will Ferrell, and it's sort of about their dueling egos and how they both came to Earth at the same time, but they had different opportunities in life because Metro Man fell into a rich family, and Megamind fell into a prison and was raised by prisoners. I thought that in and of itself was an interesting aspect to the movie. This is what I knew I was going to get a little bit more than just a fun superhero parody. As I thought, oh, well, that's interesting. Teaching kids that growing up differently, having different, opportunities in life will affect how you grow up and affect how your outlook on life. And another thing that I think is really interesting about Megamind, besides the fact that it's really funny, I mean, it's a grade A comedy. And there's a lot of great laughs in here. There is some good parody stuff as far as Superman, the Richard Donner stuff especially. But what I thought was really interesting is throughout the whole movie, you're rooting for the villain. You're rooting for the bad guy. And I really kind of like that aspect of the movie. So where would I give this? I haven't really thought of the grade so much because we just saw this afternoon. But I'm
like a half hour ago.
I think I maybe even like this just a little bit more than How to Train Your Dragon. So I'm going to go with an A- on this.
A- it. Nice. Well, dang it, we're agreeing again. I think A- is definitely right. It was way funny and. You put way more thought into the storyline and all that. I was really going into it expecting just a superhero parody, and it just completely
like kind of a B-level version of the Incredibles or something.
Yeah, something like that. And it was totally different. It focuses on the Megamind character and Tina Fey character in it. I mean, the Lois Lane and her tragic mix.
Her name is Roxanne Ritchie.
Yeah. The double R.
Yeah.
So but she's just, she's a actual real. I mean, Lois Lane was always. I don't know. I never found Lois Lane to be as tragic as her character was. Even in a kids movie, you're kind of like, oh, and there's this big raining scene where they're just heartfelt emotions that you were talking about. That
they finally bring in that emotional core that's been missing from.
Yeah, but I just wanted to point out they have triple dipped because Shrek 4 came out.
Oh.
This year. Yeah, I want to forget about it too, but DreamWorks is just plain throwing this stuff out. But they're getting better at it.
They are getting better.
There's a lot of goodness going on, and his minion played by David Cross.
Yeah, his little fish head bowl guy.
He was just. I don't know. He was a great side character, and usually they're just they're there for that comic relief kind of stuff. And I know I enjoyed his character a little bit more than most of those
side
the happy little puppy or Pegasus.
They had a really good chemistry in that Rhinoceros, and I think because of the different character dynamics throughout the movie and the way they develop a character, then the arc of every character is really interesting and really well developed, and it's again something you usually don't get in those DreamWorks animations. Always about dancing animals and pop music. And I will say, as far as a few complaints go, there is those moments where they just have popular music playing in the background and they show off their rhinoceros, and
that was a dirty use of rhinoceros.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just. They just want to show off their cool animation, so they have some background music and something everyone can recognize, and have their characters kind of dancing to it. And I kind of roll my eyes at a few of those scenes. But I mean, the movie was so entertaining and so well developed and so well thought out. I think it's right up there, a good companion piece to The Incredibles as far as the animation. You know, it's not just a parody, but it's a legitimately good story. If this was written in a comic book form, I think it would be kind of revolutionary, actually. Revolutionary.
Nice.
Throw out the hyperbole. Woo!
All right, so we're going to move on to our